Most people kind of like underestimate the importance of God on a journey to success. And most people also do misconcept the importance of God on your journey to success. And I'm going to talk about these two things. First, I'm going to talk about how people really disregard the importance of God on your success. The truth is that in life, you never really know what the possible outcome might be. According to Transurfing, there are millions, endless, and infinite realizations of what your future might turn out to be, or what your past is, or what this present is. Meaning that there's a possibility that you achieve the goals you have in mind, there's a possibility that you don't achieve them. And at the end of the day, you never really know what actually comes to be. Because at the end of the day, you're not the architect of the universe. You just happen to be. Me saying these things, me telling you these things now, it's not necessarily by my own will. Yes, it's by my will, but to an extent, it's something that the transcendence allows, because God allows it. Let me not use big grammar. Because God actually allows it. That's why I'm able to do these things. So, you trying to go on your journey to success, disregarding the importance of God on that journey, it's kind of like saying that you want to row or you want to captain a ship on your first day on the boat. Yes, there might be guides, there might be manuals and stuff like that. You might read all about it and stuff like that. But you're going to get fucked up. Like, that is the only certainty. You might end up good. You might end up somewhere nice. You might end up somewhere very good. But the only certainty you have is that you're going to get fucked up if you try to captain a ship on your first day on the boat. And meanwhile, that's what most people try to do when they go on the journey to do on their success. And unfortunately, I happen to fall among that category of most people. I didn't really include God in most of my endeavors. And now when I look back on those days, and it isn't that far, it's just some months ago when I look back, or some few weeks ago, when I look back at those times, I say, God, how much of a fool have I been to kind of like think I could do this on my own, or kind of like disregard your importance on this journey? How much of a fool must I be? And I just kind of like reminisce and see how much of the impact or how much growth I would have achieved if I had done this earlier. But at the end of the day, you never really know. It's only God that allows it. So that's that on that. Don't disregard the importance of God. He is the captain of the ship. He's the one that's going to be able to he's the one that has the power to determine what actually turns out to be your life. So if you want to have the best chances of success, you have to actually involve God. You have to actually wake up in the morning and say, God, this is what I'm going to do. Please direct my path. You understand? So that's that and that. And now on the second part of it, that most people tend to misconcept the importance of God on their journey to success. Most people think because of you have God on your journey, you have to wake up and pray and sit back and sleep. That's why you see the majority of the most prayerful, the most fastful, the most die by fire Christians. You understand what I mean if you're Nigerian? The most of them, they are the poorest. Because of this misconception they have on the journey to success, because they think that heaven will help those people who don't help themselves. When heaven actually said it, I will only help you if you, motherfucker, help yourself. So the misconception that you think that because you have God in your journey, because you wake up and you pray every day, because you're the most righteous person, because you fast the most, because you fast the longest, because you say the most amounts of prayer, and you don't actually then put in the work, that you will actually succeed. That's a very, very big misconception. And actually, life doesn't work that way. You have to pray. Pray, it's a necessity. It's not really a necessity. But if you actually do want to ascertain the fact that I am going to achieve what I'm going to achieve, and you want to make the journey way more easier, you have to pray. You really have to pray. And when you do pray, you don't have to sit back. You don't sit back, because if you sit back, you are now abusing, or not necessarily abusing, because I don't think anybody can abuse the laws of nature. But you are not going against the laws of nature. Because the laws of nature said, a man will only reap what he sows. You can't do nothing and expect something. You have to do something to expect something, regardless of what it be. So that's it. Don't disregard the importance of God in your journey to success. And number 2, don't misconcept the importance of God in your journey to success. Cheers and have a nice day. It's your boy Ja.